Hello, Anthony Getch here with Excel Hypnosis and another Insights with Anthony. Today I'm going to share with you some interesting information about your mind and your thoughts. When you think about your mind, what are you considering? What is your mind? Is it the electrical signals that flow through the neural pathways of the brain, or is it something altogether different? Do you understand the nature of your mind? Do you believe that your mind and your brain are one and the same? Where does awareness and consciousness fit into the picture? These are not things that most people think about, but are the things that keep me passionate about what I do. So I want to look at least some of this today. Like, what is the nature of your mind? Now, this is a question that has been pondered by great yogis, philosophers, and scientists alike, and no clear picture has ever been developed. But here's some interesting stuff to consider. Your mind is at work in all states of consciousness and unconsciousness. It's of a quantum nature, meaning that you're only aware of it when you're observing it. In other words, your mind is not physical in nature, so it is not the brain. Rather, it has structure in the form of subtle conditions and energies that can be observed through tangible and verifiable effects, which means that you can recognize the influence it has on the outer world through your experiences. Or on a physical level, this influence is recognized as feelings due to the release of neuropeptides. So just like you can see and use your hands and your feet, your awareness recognizes and uses your mind. The mind is in constant motion and is always thinking. It isn't allowed to stop thinking because that is what the mind is, thought, and so it can't exist without thinking. Here's the groovy part. It is those thoughts that make up your reality. Here's another way to look at it. The mind is always considering, planning, reacting emotionally, or looking for other ways to create engagement with your sensory experiences. It is responsible for overseeing thought into form. In order to learn how to see how all the gears are turning, you must become the observer of the mind and step outside the activity that is taking place within it. Basically, if you're driving your car with your eyes on your cell phone, you can't pay attention to what's happening on the road around you. You must become the observer of your thoughts, emotions, and actions in order to understand them, gain a deeper knowledge of yourself, and how best to meet your needs, wants, and even as challenges appear, become successful. Just like in order to safely drive your car from one place to another, you need to know how to operate the vehicle, and you need to keep your attention on what's happening around you and continually make adjustments to your speed and your direction of travel, as well as adjusting to any environmental conditions that may arise, like a sudden rainstorm or high winds. Consider that you don't go through the day thinking about how to use your brain to think. The mind just does it. Just like you don't think about using your throat to swallow when you drink something, your body just does it. And so, just like the muscles that make swallowing happen are not the throat, the brain is not the mind. Yet the mind uses your brain to complete its task or to think your thoughts, and it uses it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it is not part of the brain, nor is it limited to its exclusive use. Here's another good one. The mind doesn't reside in one location. It moves to where your attention goes. It's attached to the outside world, and because of its dualistic nature, the mind by itself is not equipped to make intelligent choices. That's right. To make a fully intelligent choice, you need to balance your heart and your mind with consciousness and awareness. So your mind is amazing. Now make sure that you're using it instead of it using you. I hope that shines some light on how to get a bit more out of life. If you want some easy-to-use EFT or tapping tools or some breathing techniques to help in a moment of unbalance, visit the resources page at excelhypnosis.com and you'll find several videos with different techniques. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthony Getch for Excel Hypnosis, and I'll turn the light on for you.